we explore the latest in health across the country. I'm Erica Cardenas. The holidays can be a stressful time with family visits and the hustle and bustle of the season. So today we're talking about ways to help keep that stress at bay. But before we share those tips, let's take a look at what's coming up on the show. A dentist dedicated to helping children with their dental needs, and a community showing us the dangers of driving impaired, plus treatments for neuropathy. All that and more on Your Health. The holidays and stress go hand in hand, but with a few simple tips, you can weather the season in a Zen way. The holidays are supposed to be joyful, but it's easy for it to quickly become a burden. Dr. Shad Marvasti says you should focus on being with family and friends and not perfection.
We don't want to give ourselves unrealistic expectations, right? You're not going to have the perfect dinner, the perfect setup. And also, I think there's a lot of financial pressure, right, in terms of gift giving and doing all sorts of things, to really throw together the best celebration ever. And so if we can take off some of that stress by finding ways to cultivate healthy habits and change our perspective and our expectations, then we can go a long way to reducing that stress and really getting through the holidays in the best way possible.
Dr. Marvasti said stress associated with the holidays can cause depression, impact our sleep, and cause us to give up our healthy eating habits.
People tend to overindulge, so if we eat too much, we tend to also have more of the sugary snacks and things like that. So someone who has pre-diabetic, I've seen patients go from pre-diabetes to full-out diabetes. People will gain a few pounds. We also have this concept of holiday heart. If people overindulge in things like alcohol, where they can cause an arrhythmia and they end up in the emergency rooms.
In order to avoid holiday health pitfalls, the doctor says indulging a little is okay, but to plan an outdoor activity with your family like hiking or yoga, and go shopping for healthy foods and cook as a family. And if the holiday party buffet is your stress trigger, try to reach for whole foods.
Adding a serving of whole vegetables and fruits is always going to lead to boosting our immunity. Fermented foods are also good, like yogurt, kimchi, sauerkraut. All those also help to boost our immunity, especially in the winter months when we have more of a cold and flu seasons.
If the holidays are a sad time for you, reach out if you feel lonely, or seek out community, religious, or social events that can offer support. Volunteering your time can also help others while lifting your spirits. Dr. Marvasti says no matter the time of the year, one thing to always keep in mind is self-care.
One quick takeaway is to take personal time for yourself. Every single person should do that, whether it's quietly sitting down and focusing on your breathing, going for a walk, if you're into meditation, doing that, if you're into biking, if you're into yoga, whatever you're into that kind of is your Zen moment of peace, making sure you carve that out and set those boundaries is really important. And sometimes, just as important as the activities is also the rest. Because a lot of times we don't take any time to rest. We don't take any time for ourselves, so you don't process things, you get overwhelmed, and we really need to take that space, that sacred space. It needs to be there for each individual, and encourage everyone in your family to do that too, so everybody can be happy and healthy for the holidays.
The topic of mental health has become more apparent after the pandemic, so for anybody who's hurting or struggling, hope is just a text away.
Solari is a dynamic crisis and human services provider, so we provide an array of services for addressing crisis needs in social and human services, and primarily around connecting folks to ongoing care to address whatever life stressors are impacting them at the moment. So mental health challenges impact a variety of individuals, and it's more common than many people think. So 1 in 5 or 1 in 4 individuals have a diagnosed mental health challenge at any given time. So crisis services, everybody has needs. Crisis is not immune to socioeconomic or life situation. It impacts individuals. So we believe that having access to services in a meaningful way is critical. During the holidays, it can be difficult for individuals and families working through relationships and reflection on life in general to be able to have a trusted place to go for crisis and support services. We think it's really valuable for individuals to be able to make that connection and just process through what's happening in life and what's causing any level of distress or challenge. Solari is available in a few different methods to access our care. So through the telephone, we've been doing since 2007, and so we continue to offer that service for anybody 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, anywhere in the state. And then adding the text line 24/7 has been a huge step for us as our progress and development and evolution as an organization to really ensure that anybody has the preferred method. If you'd rather call through the phone or you'd rather text, both of those services and resources are available. Offering alternative methods for individuals to communicate with crisis care is critical. And we have a diverse population, diverse age demographics for individuals that may want to communicate in a method different from the telephone. And so being able to have texting services is a valuable resource for us to be able to add to the community support. When we started out the texting services, we had limited hours, but today, through wonderful support within the state, we're able to offer the text support system 24/7 for anybody in need. Offering text services for individuals to access crisis care is a critical step for us in our evolution and organizational growth. And so being able to provide a tool and a resource for individuals that may not be comfortable picking up the phone, that phone can be pretty heavy for folks to reach out for help. And so being able to have somebody that you can talk through in your preferred method of communication, and texting is very common, especially with our younger generation. So offering that is a critical component for us to stretch our mission of inspiring hope further within the community. So broadening our services and ensuring that we have 24-hour access 7 days a week is critical. Crisis does not have a schedule. We do not have a planned event or time when that takes place, so we need to be available for anybody around the clock. When you contact Solari, you're going to be connected to a compassionate, caring, trained clinician to be able to walk you through what's impacting your life or a loved one's life at any given point. They're Arizona-based, they live and they know the resources here to be able to connect you to the proper care and services you need. So if you're concerned for yourself or a loved one, please reach out. We are here for you.
It's easy to overcommit during the holidays, so be mindful and learn to say no. It's okay to be picky about the events you attend, to have some family time, or better yet, some alone time. Don't go away, we have more Your Health coming your way. We show you ways to treat neuropathy and how the community is coming together to combat impaired driving. Dentist can be scary for kids, but not when your dentist specializes in pediatric dentistry. It's their goal to start children off right when it comes to dental health.
Here at our office, we have a very kid-friendly atmosphere, video games, pirate ship, mainly and stuff to ease the child as they walk in the office, to get their mind off of basically the actual appointment, make it a fun, friendly place for them to visit and then actually enjoy the dentistry part of it. As we bring them in the back, we make sure that they are comfortable in every way, and we like to enjoy having fun with them. Here we also serve all of the child's dental needs.
Depending on the age of your child, for the first dental visit, usually we'll just do an exam and we'll talk about certain things like diet habits, oral hygiene practices, things like that. Show them around the office, show them dental tools, just make them kind of comfortable and used to it. And when you bring your child every 6 months, they're going to get used to things that we're doing here, and you're going to notice them become more comfortable and more confident.
So here at Quest, we provide a multitude of orthodontic services, one of those which includes traditional metal braces. We also provide ceramic or clear braces, as well as clear aligners.
What's so unique about pediatric dentistry is that we have the chance to teach and educate families and children about prevention, what is beneficial oral hygiene practices, and how diet can play a role in dental disease.
We definitely recommend choosing a pediatric dentist for your children, just as you would choose a pediatrician for your child for their regular doctor's visits.
We're going to educate the parent and the child on brushing, hygiene, foods that are good for the teeth, foods that are bad for the teeth, all of those things. What sets us apart, we take care of every child as if they were our own, but more importantly, we also take care of the parent. And what I mean by that is to put them at ease and to make everything as easy as possible for them when they bring their children to us.
We treat each child as our own, and we have fun day in and day out using different behavioral guidance techniques in order to help alleviate or eliminate any fear or anxiety that our patients may present with.
I enjoy watching my patients' smiles transform and the confidence that it instills in them. A beautiful smile can make you feel empowered and confident.
I truly feel like our office is set apart from the rest. The compassion that the doctors have, and not only the doctors but our entire team, from the moment that you walk into that office till the time you leave, you will be treated with kindness and compassion.
The holidays can also create stressful situations for your kids, and the counselors at Lifeline PCS are here to support you with any concerns you may have.
Adults will notice that their child or teen is having issues if they are struggling with overarching themes of communication or not being aware. There are changes that go on with kids, usually due to hormonal changes. Those are normal and natural, but some are excessive or sudden.
They will notice changes in sleep and appetite, changes in communication styles towards yourself, authority figures, or others, maybe even social isolation rather than engagement.
Additionally, watch for negative behaviors like excessive anger or unexpected weeping. Take threats of suicide and self-harm very seriously. Self-harm and suicidality are not attention-seeking, they're connection-seeking. They may not have the words to express themselves.
It is important to provide your child or teen with someone they can trust, like family, friends, teachers, and counselors, to reassure them that it is okay to bring up problems or emotions that may be bothering them. Speaking to a provider can help guide you in determining signs and differences.
Social media is a double-edged sword. If used in moderation as a means of communication, entertainment, or to spread awareness, it's great. However, it can be negatively impacting on mental health because of a variety of reasons, like bullying or social comparisons or physical appearance, where advertising is involved, where it can decrease self-esteem.
Research supports social media being an associated factor to the increase of anxiety and eating disorders, along with depression. Social media can have a heavy influence, whether it is positive or negative, so it is important to understand how it is impacting you, your household, and your relationships. The COVID-19 pandemic is a key factor to the rise of substance abuse and other various addictions. Working in the mental health field, we have seen a rise in the increase of various addictions, emotional and physical abuse. Before the pandemic, many have already been struggling with addictions, and we have seen an increase due to social distancing, lack of support, and other added stressors, including the rise in homelessness and poverty.
Counseling is a great tool because it gives people that validation, it gives people that support system, it gives people the ability to recognize their needs for growth and change and then be able to grow and change, whereas they might not have that on their own.
For more information, please go to our website or call, and we would be glad to help.
One way to practice self-improvement this season is to cultivate gratitude. Research shows that integrating a gratitude journal into your daily life can ward off stress, improve sleep, and give you a better mindset. I'm grateful I get to show you what's coming up next on the show. New technology helping drivers feel the impacts of driving impaired so they won't make this costly mistake. And you don't have to suffer from neuropathy. We have details on available treatments.
Enjoy local stories from your community in the form of videos, articles, podcasts, live streams, and more. Find it all only at yourview.com.
Consequences of driving impaired, and the Portsmouth Prevention Coalition is hoping to bring the reality of this to the community with its simulated experience.
I'm Joan Warren, the director of the Portsmouth Prevention Coalition. Today we are here with the Portsmouth Police Department training on the use of the Sydney golf cart. Sydney stands for Simulated Impaired Driving Experience. Together with the Portsmouth Prevention Coalition and the Newport County Prevention Coalition, we were able to fund the Sydney golf cart. Drunk driving affects our community in so many negative ways. Portsmouth in particular has seen quite a bit of DUIs. So the whole community is at risk. So we take this very seriously. Portsmouth police are wonderful when it comes to monitoring our streets.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Richard Ruist. I'm with the Portsmouth Police Department, and we're out here today to train on the Sydney. We have our team out here of 5 other officers and myself, Joan from the Prevention Coalition, and we're training on how the machine works and how it can simulate impaired driving, especially for our youth, and that's going to be our target audience. Definitely gives them a hands-on experience, and there's an educational component to it. It's not just that you're driving a go-kart. It's going to be part of an educational program where you're talking about drunk and impaired driving and better choices. That's really what it is about better choices before they get behind the wheel and before something happens. Hopefully this experience will give them the deterrent not to do it. When you switch it into impaired driving, it gives you a delayed response, which you're going to have naturally. You're going to have delayed braking. So it simulates that type of action if you were impaired driving a motor vehicle.
In the winter months, we'll probably have it indoors at some events.
Obviously, it's better outside because you definitely have more space, but inside, as long as we have safe parameters.
You know, we want to take it out before proms and graduation and make sure that it's utilized in the best possible manner. We have worked very closely with the Portsmouth Police Department. They have been very supportive.
It's just the overall support and knowing that if we need something, and as long as we ask, they'll try to accommodate, and I think they feel the same way.
I'm going to actually maybe drive it if you want to get a little bit of that. I won't swear. Not easy. So I think this is a great tool. It's going to really help the young people realize the dangers of impaired driving and drunk driving. We want to make sure that young people in our community make good decisions and stay away from drugs, alcohol, and tobacco, and make this a lifelong decision. I thought I was doing so well.
Another way to practice self-care during the holidays is to be kind to yourself. Instead of being self-critical of what you can't do, show yourself empathy and understanding. This kind self-talk can have a huge impact on your outlook and your mental state. Don't go away, we have more Your Health coming up. Ways to treat the symptoms of neuropathy.
Watch Creative Living only on Your View. Check your local listings for air times.
It's estimated that 20 million Americans suffer from neuropathy, and the doctors at True Health can help your symptoms with their innovative treatments.
So neuropathy is actually more common than we think, and it is nerve damage. So there is over 100 reasons to why neuropathy happens. There is diabetic neuropathy, there is chemical and medication-induced neuropathy. There is also idiopathic, which means we don't know why it happens. But regardless of the reason, we need to know why it's happening and how to treat it. Over time, as these nerves are damaged, they cause patients symptoms like tingling, burning, cramping, Patients are not able to sleep. So with time, this can take a big toll on patients' quality of life. It's very important to treat neuropathy without medication because the medications are simply designed to mask the problems. So as we continue to mask these symptoms, they're just going to get worse. And a lot of these medications, they actually numb your brain, which means they numb the pain. They don't do anything about the root cause of the problem. Our most successful patients are ones that are highly motivated. They don't want the pill for an ill formula. We are the type of clinic that will work with people who are highly motivated to get better. In doing so, using these FDA-approved, groundbreaking treatment modalities, we're able to remarkably see patients do better. Our patients actually do really, really well, where we're able to see these symptoms go away because your body can heal. Your body can heal and wants to heal without medication.
Once the regimen was established, I felt comfortable with it, and I have shown nothing but marked improvement. When I first came in, it looked like this. Now that I'm completing my treatment, this is what I look like. Prior, I was experiencing neuropathy and cramps during the night. I couldn't sleep all night. Presently, I can expect to sleep the whole night. I'm walking without a cane, and my quality of life has vastly improved.
So when our patients come in for nerve damage screening, we do a touch-based exam because these patients have been poked and pried so many times, so this is completely pain-free. This is one of our very severe cases, and you can see that because of the many areas that they have complete black. Black is total loss of function. You can see that just few short treatments later, they went from this to this, and this is how we know that they are actually progressing and then they're improving and their symptoms are going away. At True Health, we pride ourselves in treating all patients like family. So we bend over backwards for our patients when they come in here for treatments. They want to be here, they love coming here. We have a location here in Chandler, Arizona. We're also located in Scottsdale. And we are ready for you to come in, again, for that free exam and consultations where we can go over your symptoms, see if you make a good candidate for the treatments that we have. We are ready for you. Let's get your quality of life back. You have nothing to lose but your neuropathy.
Thanks so much for joining us on Your Health. Have a very happy and healthy holidays. I'm Erica Cardenas. See you next time.